Oh, okay. So welcome to class, everybody. Today's class is all about twisting, and we are going to start standing. So let's go. Oh, yes. So let's stand. And, you know, twisting postures detox the body. They're also great for our joints. If you don't have any, particular spine issues, it's really great for our spine. And by detoxing the body, getting rid of stuff we don't need or want, it really makes us a lot more energetic. We're like growing a half inch after class. It squeezes out lots of toxins out of the body, especially the liver area there. So we're going to focus on all of that today. All right, as I've said to you before, I kind of wait for my direction to do my classes, and this is what came to me today. All right, so let's start. Let's begin, everybody. So we're going to come to stand on the mat, towards the top of your mat. And look down at your feet. I invite you now to look at your feet. Look at your pretty toes, your pretty feet. Pick up those toes and spread them, and then press them back into the mat, right down. And then go forward and lift the heel up and press the heel back down. So you want to feel the weight of your body over the four corners of your feet. Your feet should be more or less parallel, or the toes can be slightly turned out. And this is all to do with how it works with the joints coming right up. So look at your feet. Press all four corners of your body down into the feet, right down. Hold body weight on the four corners of the feet, is what I was to say. All right, draw your kneecaps up, press the thigh muscles back. Your tailbone, your buttocks, you don't want to lift it up here behind you like so, or tuck it underneath you like so. So just find that nice neutral position for the tailbone. Pull up through the core slightly, lift that sternum, and then just rest your hands beside your body. By lifting up that sternum, you'll notice the shoulder blades sliding down your back. So there's no need to do this. All right, so just lift up that sternum. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down your back. Your arms are fingers pressing down to the floor. Arms are active, but not tense. And have that chin kind of parallel to the floor. Crown reaching to the ceiling, and I invite you now to close your eyes. If it feels ridiculous for you when you close your eyes, then please open them back. So just take a moment here of silence and stillness. Feeling your body, feeling the feet, pressing down into the mat. Drawing those kneecaps up, pulling the thigh muscles back to the thigh bone, hit the bathroom muscles, pull them up slightly, and then lift your sternum up. Rolling those shoulder blades down your back. And then notice your arms. I'd like you to bring a soft smile to your face. And your crown is reaching up towards the ceiling. So this is known as the foundation for the standing postures, Tadasana or mountain pose. Let's take a nice big deep breath in through the nostrils now. Inhaling, fill your lungs all the way up to your sternum. And then exhale from the sternum down to the belly button. And then that sense of calm and peace and balance to your mind and your body before we begin. If there's anything in particular that you're thinking about right now, acknowledge it. And then allow it to float away. We don't want to get caught up with the outside concerns right now. Just let them float away as you stay with yourself. Stay with what you're doing here today. So this is the breath you want to maintain for your class today. This might be a good time for you to set an intention for yourself. The intention can be for what you want to get out of your class today, or maybe the intention can be for something that you want to do later when you're off this mat. Okay, everyone, we're going to open our eyes and just relax a little bit. I am going to do that breath of joy again today before we start the formal part of the practice. So I'm going to face the camera, but you can just stay where you are. So just have your feet hip width apart, or maybe a touch wider. And remember, this is a breath where when we exhale, and we have to bend those knees. Try not to exhale and lock your knees back. All right, so I'm going to just do one quick demonstration to remind you about this breath. We did it the last class. So it's an inhale and a little bit of the lung first. Continue to inhale here with the arms open. So you're probably inhaling into the rib cage now. And continue the breath all the way up to the sternum here when the arms go up. And then you exhale all the way out. When you bend those knees, drop your head and the arms come down. And then you float up back to start another set. So we're just going to flow with it, and then I'll tell you when we're on the last one. When we're on the last exhale here, you just stay down for a little bit, and then you take your time and roll back up. All right, so let me just show you quickly. Ha. Ha. All right, so let's begin. So set up yourself and just release all the concerns about getting it right. All right, let's begin. Front, side, up, exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, inhale, 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 exhale, front, side, up, back, good, back, inhale, 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 exhale here, good, ha, 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 ha. One more. Stay down. Good. And round down your way. Whoa. Careful here. If you feel you're lightheaded, just slow the breath down. Maybe you want to hold on to something. Just standing still for a moment. Taking a soft breath in and out. Okay, everybody good now. So we're standing again in mountain pose. We're going to inhale those arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers, turn your palms up, look up. Press the feet down into the mat, and then exhale your chin to your chest. Remember that tailbone is not tucked under or lifted up, it's just straight down. Pressing into the feet, engaging knees and the thighs. Stretching, stretching here, and then lift the head back up and release the hands down. You're going to step a little bit wider now and turn your toes slightly out. Inhaling those arms up, take them behind you, interlace those fingers. Take a breath here, keep your hands down on your back. As you exhale now, you're going to bend those knees and begin to fold forward. Keep your hands on your back. And just melt down here. Make sure that your knees are bent here. And of course, there's no tension in the head or the neck. Breathing in and out. Take a breath here now. And as you exhale, begin to raise those hands up off your back to your edge of comfort. Do not try to force them. Lift up too high if that's not available to you today. So once the hands come off your back, wherever, whatever position they're in, you're going to press the palms a little closer together and then squeeze your shoulder blades back towards your spine. Feel and notice everything here. And if you can stretch those arms out there like they want to touch what's behind you, go ahead. And if you can lift them up a tad higher, that's great too. Breathing in
Breathing out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now release those hands down to the mat. Step that right foot back and put that right knee on the mat. Inhale the arms up. Good. Extend your right hand all the way across to that left thigh and your left palm to the base of your spine. Take a breath as you exhale. You can lean forward a little bit, slide that hand down a bit. Make sure the left knee is on top of that left ankle, and then turn out. Turn a little soft twist to look towards that left shoulder. Pulling that tummy in, breathing here, noticing, feeling. Good. Come back to center. Put your hands back on the mat and step the back leg up to meet the front leg. Folding forward, bending the knees. Inhale, the arms come out nice and wide as we lift ourselves up. Good. Step the feet a little bit wider again. Turn those toes out. Interlace the hands behind your back. Take a breath here as you exhale. Let's go down once more. Keeping the hands at the base of the spine until you get where you get. And then relax that head. And now you can start to lift those arms again off your back. Squeezing the palms together. Squeezing the shoulder blades back towards the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Second time around, so maybe you can go a little tad deeper here. I don't know, just checking, just giving you that suggestion. And then release the hands down your back, slide them to the mat. This time you can walk that right foot in a little bit and step the left foot back, put that left knee on the mat. Checking that the right knee is on top of that right ankle, using the core to help you to lift up. And then slide your left hand across to the outer corner of that right foot and the right hand behind you, base of the spine. Take a breath here, and then you're going to lean forward a little bit, sliding that left hand down some more. Open up the chest and just take a little glance over to that right shoulder. Nice soft movement here. So you're pulling those shoulder blades back, you're opening up that chest, no tension in the neck. Breathe in, breathing out, breathing in, out, and release the hands to the mat. Step back up to the top of your mat, fold forward. Good. Come into a flat back here. So your palms can be either underneath the knees or on top on the thigh, but not into the knee joint. Pressing into the feet, tailbone and crown moving away from each other, and your shoulders are way down away from those areas. And then we're going to slide up and come back into a standing position. So shake it out if you need to. Okay. Allow your feet to come in a little closer here now, preparing for Uttanasana, the chair pose. So you want to find something out there, maybe halfway out, between the ground and the wall or whatever is in front of you. Just a nice soft gaze out there in front of you. We're going to take the hands to the hips. Take a breath as you exhale, bend those knees, push back into the heel. And when you bend the knees and get into the thigh crease here, push that buttocks back and just sit back in that little chair. So from here, you want to raise up your toes off the mat and then place them back on the mat. Let us take a prayer position to the heart, and we're twisted over to the right. Now you have the option here. You can stay in that prayer position by resting the hand down on the thigh, or you can release the prayer position and lengthen your left hand, and your right hand can come shoulder height or stay at the base of the spine. So remember to drop that buttocks down, open up those shoulders and twist. Breathing in and out. If you have knee issues, You don't have to bend the knees at all or bend them just very little. You can do the same thing, standing up like this and twisting. Good. So shoulders down your back, open up those shoulders, please. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Good. Come back to center. Put your hands down on your mat. Step that right foot back. Come into a low lunge. Keeping your left hand by your left toes. Let's breathe that right hand up and twist. Take that right hip back and twist here. Pressing into the outer corner of that back leg. Okay, just press down into it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Release that right hand down and step up to the top of your mat. Fold forward. Come into your flat back and ragdoll your way. Let's prepare for the other side. Okay, let's stand back a little bit. So again, we want the feet a little closer together. Pressing down into all four corners of the feet, lift the palm to the ceiling. Take a breath. As you start to bend those knees, push the hips back, drop that buttocks down, pray position to the heart. Keep the chest lifted. Take a breath as you exhale, twist now to your left side. You can choose to stay in the prayer position, or you can let that hand go and take the other one to the base of the spine, or lift it up to the ceiling. Another option here is if it's a little bit challenging for you to reach that arm down across to the thigh, you can put a cushion or roll a towel, and that will take the thigh up to the arm. All right, so that's an option. So if you're not sure what I'm saying, this is what you're doing here. You're raising the thigh to the arm by placing something there. All right, don't strain, don't stress. Nice soft breath in. Let's take 2 more cycles of breathing. Inhale, exhale, one more. Good, just take the hands to the mat. Step that left foot back for your low lunge. And the right hand is by the right foot, and we're twisting inside. So twist, lifting up that left hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, release that left hand down to the mat and step back into downward dog. So bend those knees a little bit in your downward dog. Drop the chest towards the thigh. Take a breath here and release those shoulders. Let that breath relax those shoulders all the way down your back. Very nice. Good. Coming down onto the knees. Big toes touch. Push your buttocks back towards the heel. Take a breath here. Leave the chest high. Press into the hands and stretch. So you're pressing the colon, the belly onto those thighs. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, take your left hand and slide it over. Let's thread the needle in child's pose. And come down onto the side of the head. You can use your right hand to support your left temple as you look towards that right side. So breathe and push the belly onto the thigh. As you inhale, the belly goes to the thigh. Exhale, all the stuff we don't need or want. Again, inhale, pushing that belly to the thigh. Feeling a little twist here. And let's slowly and carefully slide up. Stretch your arms out, lift the chest, take a good stretch here. And then take the right hand underneath. Threading the needle on this side. You can support your head with your hand or a cushion, a block, whatever you have there. And twist and breathe. Noticing this side. Inhaling and exhaling. Soft breath in. As you twist, you exhale. Okay, slide up back carefully. Good. Coming to table. Curl those toes underneath you and lift up back into a nice soft downward dog. Breathe, and you can bend the knees enough if you'd like to get that tummy down to meet those thighs. You can try that, like you're just crouching down. Okay. Look up between the hands and set your right foot up between those hands. Left leg behind you. And let's come up into warrior one. So lifting the hands, straighten up that front knee. Straighten it up so you don't put any pressure on that knee by lifting up like this. And then we're going to bend back into that front knee and keep it on top of that ankle. Soft gaze out there. Arms are nice and strong here. Good. Take the hands and swing them back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Take a breath as you exhale. You're going to fold forward. All the way down. The belly and the colon. The right colon is resting on your thigh. Draw the sternum away from the belly button. Bend into that front knee. And just let the head relax. Now come up a little bit higher off the thigh. Straighten that front knee. Fold forward in pyramid posture. Release the hands to the mat. And then we're going to take this into a reverse triangle. So your left hand is going to come across. If you'd like to use a block, I'm going to use my block here to show you. So from here, your left hand comes across to the outer side of that right foot. Draw that spine out there. Keep your spine nice and long. Your right hip goes back, left hip comes forward. And then you're going to take a little twist here. And raise that right hand. It can be shoulder height. It can go all the way up to the ceiling. Or it can go to the base of the spine. So twist here. Just imagine what's happening in your internal body when we're doing all of these beautiful, beautiful poses here. Let go and release. Inhale, shoulders down. Spine is nice and long as you take that right hip up and back a little bit more. Beautiful. And slowly come back down to center. Step the back leg up to meet the front leg. Come into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back into downward dog. Yes, hon. All right. We step the left foot up this time. All right. Good. Come up into your warrior one. Dropping the shoulders down, arms are nice and strong up here. Press into the outer corner of that back leg and open up that chest. Swing the hands back behind you here, interlace the fingers. Take a breath as you exhale, fold forward. So now you're resting your left colon. That's the descending colon. You rest it on top of that thigh and drop the head all the way down. You can choose to lift the hands off your back. As you breathe here, inhale. As you inhale, push that colon into that thigh to detox your body. Nice soft breath in and out. Just get to know your body and feel what you're doing here. Okay, let us release the hands to the mat. Good. Straighten that front leg. I'm going to jump my back foot in a little bit because it was quite wide. Breath in and out here. Good. Let's get ready for reverse triangle. I'm going to take the right hand across. I'm putting it back on my block here. You can choose. And then from here, draw the sternum away from the belly button. Keep nice and long, like you're in a flat back. Draw that left hip back, right hip forward, and begin to your twist. You can choose a hand position. So I'm on the block because I want to lift the floor up towards me so that I can really get a dynamic stretch here. Nice dynamic twist. Soft breath in and out. Pulling those shoulders back, lengthening that spine. Press down into the feet. No matter if you wobble. Just welcome the wobbling, welcome the burning. Welcome the sensations. Good, and let's release the hands down. Oops. This time we step back into downward dog. And then make some movements like you walk in your little doggy. Breathe in, breathe out. Then we look up between your hands. You can walk up, just maybe walk to the middle of your mat, taking your time. And then slowly round all the way to standing. Good. Take a moment here, take a breath, because when we do these twisting postures and we get into all the organs, we're disturbing them and we're squeezing the toxins out. Sometimes you can feel a little lightheaded or out of breath. I'm feeling a little bit out of breath. I'm sure you notice that. Ah, right. It's nice though. It's really good for us. So we're just standing here and just taking a moment to observe ourselves, our sensations. Observe your practice from you first got onto your mat until now. Feeling the effects. Just know that everything that you do here is for your own. Hands on your hips. You're going to step nice and wide on your mat, turning those toes out. So take a breath as you exhale, bend your knees, sink your buttocks down towards the mat. Open up those shoulders and put your hands on your thighs. Take a breath here. You're going to turn towards that left side and take your right shoulder towards that left knee and twist around to look behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we come back to center and take the left shoulder over to the right knee. Of course, it won't touch, it won't meet. And twist. That was just a little joke, okay? And let's go again, over to the other side. Twist. Look behind you. And twist. Good. Coming back to center, release the hands down onto the mat. Take a breath here. Just come as slow down as you can. Breathing in and out. Turning those right toes out. We're going to walk towards that right side and stretch that inner left thigh. Take your left hand and hold your right ankle. You can rest your belly on top of that thigh as well. And then raise that right hand up and twist. So extend that left leg. Let it be really engaged. Bending into that right knee and twist. Okay, release the right hand down. Come back to the center. Take a moment. We're stopping in the center here. Breathe in, breathe out. And now turn your left toes out. Walk to the left side. Stretch that right thigh all the way out. So walk over to your left side. Rest in the belly on the thigh if you need to. And then take hold of your left ankle with the right hand. And if you choose, you can raise that hand up and twist. Shoulders down, sternum away from the belly button. Breathe. Drop the left hand down, come back to center. Good. Walk your feet in a little bit. Release the hands behind your back. Drop the head all the way down. Bend those knees. Okay, release the hands. Walk your feet in. Hip width apart. Come into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms nice and wide as we lift up. You're on the long edge of your mat. And release the hands. Whew. Let's inhale the arms up. Press the shoulders down. Take a breath as you exhale, bend over to your right side, pressing down into that left foot. So take a nice little stretch here. Come back up to center, lift your spine, and bend over to your left, pressing into the right foot. Stretch here, don't lean back and push your belly out like this. This is not the stretch, you will definitely hurt yourself. Pull that tummy in. Stretch those arms, breathe. And come back to center. Step in nice and wide on that long edge of your mat. Turn your right toes out, left toes in. Take a nice wide stance and then bend your right knee so it stays on top of that right ankle. You want to make sure that that right thigh presses back towards behind you and not sag to the front. So check in all of that. The right heel should be in the center arch of the left foot. And then raise those arms up for warrior two. Breath in and out. Okay, let's take the hand down to the thigh and raise that left hand up and turn to look towards the left side. Open that chest. Breathe in here. Now, if anybody would like to, we can try this. Take your left hand around your back and hold the top of your right thigh. And then open that chest some more. Lengthen that spine and open up that chest. Good. Releasing that left hand. And let's slowly come back up to center. Turning the toes for the other side. So the left heel, center arch of the right foot. Bend that left knee, make sure it stays on top of that left ankle, and you're sliding into the back of that right foot. Inhale those arms up. Open up that left thigh, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Let's take the left hand down to that left thigh and breathe that right hand up. Pulling those shoulders back. Remember, you have the options to take that hand down if your shoulders hurt a bit today or it's a little tight. And then open up that chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Open as much as you can. Exhale. You can look down at the ground. You can look out there. Doesn't matter where. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Take that top hand down now, because I think the bodies could be ready for this. Take it behind you. Hold the top of the thigh, or just press it into your back. And this way, we're going to open that chest some more. Right. Good. Beautiful. Nice stretch here. Breathe. And then slowly, you should be facing the top of the mat now. Let's come forward. Stepping into plank push-up position. One nice straight line here. Lower down, belly, chest, chin, low to the mat. Relax on the belly. Slide your hands down towards the shoulders and out away from your body. We're going to do the cobra here now. And the cobra is also a posture that detoxes the body. Take a breath. As you exhale, press the floor away from you. Begin to lift the chest up. And pull those elbows into your side body. Now, by lifting that chest up and pushing it out there, we're stretching the tummy area there. We're squeezing toxins out of the liver. So you're coming into a very deep back bend here Pressing into the hands. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale and slowly release. Chin on the mat, bend the knees. When you wipe the feet, we're going to do two more like this. So you should be feeling something in the colon area, in the belly area, right up into the chest, into your back. So think of all the organs that are around there. All right, let's go again. Press down into that pelvic triangle, into your hands, lift yourself up. Push your chest out, roll those shoulders down, tuck your elbows in. Now lift up the chest a little bit higher. Keeping the spine nice and long here. Don't scrunch down into that spine. Lift up and just straighten up those elbows a little bit more if you can. Look up, breathe. And slowly come down. Bend the knees when you wipe the feet. One more to go. Last one, take a breath. Press into the pelvic triangle, press into your hands. Pushing the floor down away from you as you lift up, tucking the elbows in. And then shoot that chest out there, way out there. Pull that spine up. And then come into a deep back bend here, as deep as you can safely go into. Remember that word, safe. If this is not for you, you can just do your regular little cobra. All right, getting benefits as well. Breathing in, breathing out. And slowly release. Bend those knees when you wipe the feet. Curl the toes under, press up. Walk your knees in. Step one foot up, the other foot up. Bend your knees and fold forward. Let us take hold of opposite elbows to release the back that we just bent in the opposite direction a while ago. Please bend your knees, drop the head all the way down. And let's round ourselves up to standing. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Bending into the front knee. You're going to take your right palm by your left toes this time. And we're twisting in the opposite way now. So take that left hand up and twist. So pressing into that, the ball of that right foot there. Make sure your left knee is on top of your left ankle. Drawing those shoulders down away from those ears. Squeeze up the knees. Pulling through the core. And release that hand down. Good. Take a breath, jump that back foot in and straighten that front knee. Just fold in, nose to knee. And step up to the top of your mat. Come into your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms nice and wide. Take a break here before we go to the other side. Breathe in and out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Scoot the front foot forward a little bit so when you bend that knee, it stays on top of the ankle. And the left palm is going to go to the right toes. You can use a block or a book or a cushion to bring the floor up towards you. And then we twist, raising that right hand up. Remember, you have the options. Options of that, what's happening in the shoulder there and what you can do with that hand. Press back into the ball of the left foot now. And twist. Neck is nice and long, shoulders are down. Soft gaze out there. Pulling in through the core, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release the hand. Go jump the back foot in a little bit, straighten that front knee, nose to knee. And now you're going to step the back foot to the front foot. Coming into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back and come onto your knees. And push back into child or puppy stretch. Child or puppy stretch. Okay, slide the hands up and lift yourself up. We're going to go into a squat position. Squats are very good for detoxing the body. So coming up onto the knees, push back onto the feet. Now, I brought this here to show you. Some of you might need to sit on a little stool for your squat. And it's quite okay to do that. All right, as long as the stool is not too high. So you can sit like this for your squat. You can sit on something even lower, like a block. All right, you can use a block to sit on, something lower, like this. Another option you have is you don't want anything under the buttocks, but you might want it under the heel. Just put something on your heel. Right, so turning those toes out. And dropping that buttocks down. Now take your elbows and gently push your thighs out and come into a prayer position. Pressing the palms together. Press those palms and take your elbows and gently push your thighs away. Close your eyes. Yes, I'm sure the ladies feel this way too. Breathe in, breathe out. So the crown is reaching to the ceiling, shoulders down, close your eyes and enjoy. Now, it is said that your organs are in perfect alignment when you're in this posture. So you're aligning the organs, kidneys, liver, spleen, your reproductive organs. Everything in there is just being aligned. Taking your left hand down to the floor beside you, but keep the hand pressing into the thigh. Inhale your right hand up and a little twist here. Sit on something, sit on a stool. And release the right hand. Remember, the right hand now is going to press that right knee back and the palm is on the floor. Go to the other side, raise that left hand up and twist. Twisting postures are so good for us. And release that hand. And I'm going to invite you now to sit back. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating buckets. So that's a good sign, right, ladies? Great sign. All right. Lean back a little bit and roll those thighs around. All righty. All right, let's do a seated spinal twist. So moving the flesh away from those sitting bones to plug them in. Take your right, you can do any side, it doesn't really matter. Usually we start on the right, but it really doesn't matter. So we're going to cross one leg over the other one. Take the opposite hand around and squeeze that thigh. Try to see if you can get that thigh right up into the belly today. Lift up your spine and your right hand is beside you here, or left hand, whichever way you're going, whatever direction you're in. Let the extended leg relax. Now lift up your spine, drop those shoulders down, take a breath, and begin to push your buttocks. You're still gazing forward, but your buttocks is going back. Then your hip, that little hip bone there, as is bone, push it back. Then the waist goes back and the rib cage goes back. Then you can turn your head slightly around. Drop those shoulders down and lift up back that spine. And close your eyes now, close your eyes. I bet you have lost the grip of the thigh. You want to pull that thigh back into that belly. Pull it right in. Good, be aware of that. And that soft smile back to the face. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay. Open your eyes. Everybody raise your right hand shoulder height or left hand, whichever hand is behind you. Look at the fingertips and then let your eyes follow that hand by the fingertips right back around. And then take that right hand to the knee. The other hand goes behind you. I'm saying right because I'm doing the right. And we're going to counter twist. So lift up back the spine and take a little twist. Buttocks, hip, waist, rib cage, shoulder. And come back to center. Good. Release that leg. Lean back. Roll them out. And let's come back up. We're going to flesh away from the sitting bones. Let's plug them in. Other side now. Crossing over. Arm wraps around that knee, that shin, that thigh. And pull it into your chest. Sit up nice and tall. The other hand is supporting you. Lift up the chest. The gaze of the eyes is forward. And then take the buttocks back. The hip. The waist. The rib cage. Shoulder goes back now, and then you can turn the head to wherever you like to be with the neck and the head. So the twist is really coming from that waist and that rib cage. Dropping the shoulders down, lift the sternum, close your eyes. Bring that smile back to your face. Keep lifting the spine, shoulders down. And then you might have let go that grip of that thigh into the chest. So pull it back in, get in, breathe. What's going on, my technical director? Inhale. Exhale. Slowly make your way around. No, we're taking the hand up, sorry. Outside. Can't mind the wall there. So you're looking at the fingertips. Keep the gaze of the eyes as the fingertips as you bring that hand around slowly. And then you're going to switch now. That hand goes to the shin. Other hand goes behind you. Lift up the spine and twist in the opposite direction. And come back to center. Release. Stick bound angle. And then lift the spine up, slide down towards the bottom of your mat. So when you lie back, your head is still on the mat. And then we go down, down, down. Bring the knees and the thighs in towards that chest. Oh. Cross your ankles and hold those feet. And then extend your left leg out, keep that right thigh to the chest, or lie down, spinal twist. You're going to take your right hand to the underneath that, your left hand, beg your pardon. Left hand to the underneath of your right knee, right hand beside you. Take a breath here. As you exhale now, draw that right leg all the way over to the left side. Left hand is guiding it over. And then relax the shoulders, twisting your upper back to your right. If that right shoulder hangs like so, please put something underneath it to bring the floor up to that shoulder. So it's better to have the shoulders relaxed on the ground, and then you can also support that right thigh with something, than to take that thigh all the way over like this, and then the shoulder can't reach the ground. So you're like so. So you don't necessarily want to be like this. So lift up the right thigh, get that shoulder relaxed, and then you can do something with the thigh. Don't let it hang there, all right? And then just smile. I know you're smiling, you know, because you know we're at the ending of the class, right? Blue. Hey, how about the side? Side with a nice hair now, right? Okay, turn that nose up. Guide that right leg back up. Use the left hand to push that right leg back over. Come back onto the center of your back. Stretch that right leg out. Bring the left eye into the chest. You can scoot the buttocks over to the left a little bit. Let your right hand guide that left leg over to the right side. Your left hand is on your mat. Okay, put something under that thigh if you need to, or your right hand can hold it. And relax that left shoulder. Take a breath now and turn the upper body and the head towards that left side. Inhale. Exhale. Side out. Oh. Nice deep twist here. Now we're going to turn the nose back up to the ceiling. Help that left foot back up. Roll back onto your back. Extend that left leg out. Just take a little stretch here. Arms overhead. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Releasing the hands down. Let's take the thighs back into the chest. We're going to do our wind relieving postures on Prebiotics in the Sanskrit. So both thighs are going to line up with your colon. So the knees are not going to touch. So you part the thighs and the knees. Your arms are very active here now because they're going to reach around to the shins and pull those thighs right down on top of that colon. Line up the thighs with the colon, everybody. Let your body relax here now. We're going to take a big breath in. As we inhale, push the belly on top of the thigh, and the thigh draws down to the belly. So push, push, push. And exhale and relax a little bit. Everybody got a sense of that? Again, you're going to use your arms to pull the thighs right down on top of the colon. Take a breath in, and as you inhale, you're going to push that belly right up on top of the thigh, right up, 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 as high as you can get it. And exhale, relax a little bit. Let's do a couple more of these. Let's draw those thighs down to the colon. Breathe and push the colon, the belly, right up. Push that colon and belly up to the thigh, right up, 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 up. And exhale, relax a little bit. One more. Arms are active here. Body's relaxed. Relax, relax, relax. Only the arms are working here. As you draw those thighs down, you're going to breathe and push your belly and the colon right up to the thigh. Push, push, push. Exhale and release. Good. Bring both feet gently up to the ceiling. Give them a little stretch here. You're going to flex the feet, draw the toes down and push those heels up. Well, I do the Barbie dolls here. I don't think any men in the class today, except Jeffrey. How you mean? Chop. And let's point those toes. And the Barbie doll has no. And flex those feet. And point those toes. Flex the feet and circle for the ankles. And reverse that circle. Good. Bring that movement now to a close, and then you're going to spread those toes really wide, scrunch them up. Spread them again. Scrunch them up. One more. Spread and scrunch. Bend the knees. Put your palms on your right on top of the knees and just make some little circles using the length of your arms. And reverse the circle. Good. And lengthen out on your mat now. Slide those legs out there and stretch them, pick them up and stretch them out there. And then take your hands back again overhead behind you and stretch out upper body. And release the hands beside you. Just draw the shoulders down away from those areas. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath you. Slide your knees away from each other. And slide your hands out by your sides. Take a big breath in. Hold the breath, stop breathing. And exhale the breath all the way out and just relax. Let's do two more like this. Inhale, lift the belly up as you inhale. Hold the breath at the top of that inhale, stop breathing. And exhale the breath all the way out. Melt down. Each exhale is going to melt you further. Last one. Inhale. Breathe and balloon that belly all the way up. Hold the breath. Exhale all the way out. Close your eyes. Relax that breath. Notice the pause of each exhalation. Allow your body to rest in that pause for a while. Body will know when it's time to breathe in again. Stillness between breaths are really, really good for you. Give yourself permission to relax. Slowly begin to awaken the body now. You will begin by deepening the breath and noticing the sounds around you. Make some small movements that feel natural to you at this time. When it's appropriate for you, you may roll onto your side, holding yourself in the fetal position. Press it into the top hand, extend the top leg, and slowly make your way back around into your comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Slowly flush away from the sits bones, hug them in. Crown reaches to the ceiling, shoulders relaxed, bring a smile to your face. May you take the piece you feel here on your mat off your mat and offer it to those in encounter. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste.